Boiling point diagram is A. Not affected by pressure. B. Affected by pressure. C. A plot of temperature versus liquid composition. D. A plot of temperature versus vapor composition. The correct answer is affected by pressure. When acetone is added in a two-layer mixture of methyl isobutyl ketone and water at 30 C, the acetone distributes between the two layers and the composition of the layer follows two solubility curves. For this system, A. As the acetone concentration increases, the solubility curves approach each other. B. Both the phases become identical at a particular common point on both the solubility curves called the plate point. C. The distribution curve, which is a plot between X acetone concentration in one phase and Y acetone concentration in other phase, is analogous to XY curve used in distillation and adsorption, terminates on the XY diagonal at the concentration of the plate point. D. All A, B, and C. The correct answer is all A, B, and C. Steam distillation is used to A. Reduce the number of plates. B. Avoid thermal decomposition of a component. C. Increase the efficiency of separation. D. Increase the total pressure of distillation. The correct answer is avoid thermal decomposition of a component. Freundlich equation applies to the adsorption of solute from A. Dilute solutions over a small concentration range. B. Gaseous solutions at high pressure. C. Concentrated solutions. D. None of these. The correct answer is dilute solutions over a small concentration range. For ethanol-water system, the lowering of distillate quality from 95 to 92 will cause plate requirement. A. No change in theoretical. B. Marginal decrease in the number of. C. Major decrease in the number of. D. None of these. The correct answer is marginal decrease in the number of. The apex of an equilateral triangular coordinate in ternary liquid system represents A pure component. B. Binary mixture. C. Ternary mixture. D. Insoluble binary system. The correct answer is pure component. A slurry is to be dried to produce flaky solid. Which dryer would you recommend? A. Spray dryer. B. Drum dryer. C. Rotary dryer. D. Dielectric dryer. The correct answer is spray dryer. Which of the following psychrometric processes is followed by water vapor, laden, unsaturated air when it is passed through solid or liquid adsorbent? A. Cooling and dehumidification. B. Heating and dehumidification at almost constant wet bulb temperature. C. Dehumidification with dry bulb temperature remaining constant. D. None of these. The correct answer is heating and dehumidification at almost constant wet bulb temperature. In gas-liquid contact operation, the number of ideal stages. This is true when the stripping factor S is A. S1, B. S1, C. S1, D. S. The correct answer is S1. The cooling effect in a cooling tower cannot be increased by A. Increasing the air velocity over the wet surfaces. B. Reducing the humidity of entering air. C. Lowering the barometric pressure. D. None of these. The correct answer is none of these. The value of NA+NB for steady-state molecular diffusion of gas A through non-diffusing gas B is A. 1, B, C. 0.5, D. 2. The correct answer is 1. The humid volume may be increased by increasing the A. Temperature at constant humidity. B. Humidity at constant temperature. C. Both A and B. D. Neither A nor B. The correct answer is both A and B. Pick out the wrong statement. A co-current absorbers are usually used when the gas to be dissolved in the liquid is a pure substance. B. In case of gas absorption, HETP is equal to HTU when both the operating line the equilibrium lines are parallel. C. Hutton number is important in case of gas absorption with chemical reaction. D. In actual practice, absorption is an endothermic process while stripping is an exothermic process. The correct answer is: in actual practice, absorption is an endothermic process while stripping is an exothermic process. When the mixture to be distilled has a very high boiling point and the product material is heat sensitive, the separation technique to be used is distillation. A. Continuous. B. Steam. C. Azeotropic. D. None of these. The correct answer is steam. Large-scale drying of wheat is done in a dryer. A. Fluidized bed. B. Spouted bed. C. Tray. D. Vacuum rotary. The correct answer is spouted bed. Azeotropic distillation is employed to separate A. Constant boiling mixture. B. High boiling mixture. C. Mixture with very high relative volatility. D. Heat sensitive materials. The correct answer is constant boiling mixture. The drying time between fixed moisture content within diffusion controlled falling rate period is proportional to assuming that drying occurs from all surfaces of the solid where T thickness of the solid. AT. BT. CT2. DT3. The correct answer is T2. At the boiling point of the liquid at the prevailing pressure, the saturated absolute humidity becomes A1, B0, C, D. None of these. The correct answer is use of natural draft cooling tower is practiced when the air has low A. Humidity, B. Temperature, C. Both A, B, D. Neither A nor B. The correct answer is both A, B. Pressure drop through plate tower as compared to that through packed tower for the same duty will be A less, B more, C equal, D either A or B depends on the packing height. The correct answer is more. Dimension of mass diffusivity is the same as that of A. Kinematic viscosity, B. Dynamic viscosity, C. Surface tension, D. Pressure. The correct answer is kinematic viscosity. Door thickener is an equipment used for A. Classification, B. Sedimentation, C. Clarification, D. Leaching. The correct answer is sedimentation. Steam distillation is used to separate A. Azeotropes, B. High boiling substances from non-volatile impurities, C. Heat sensitive materials, D. Mixtures of low relative volatility. The correct answer is high boiling substances from non-volatile impurities. In distillation, where Q is defined as the moles of liquid flow in the stripping section per mole of feed introduced for saturated liquid feed, A. Q1, B. Q1, C. Q1, D. Q0. The correct answer is Q1. Which of the following is an undesirable property in a tower packing? A. Large surface per unit volume, B. Large free cross section, C. Low weight per unit volume, D. Large weight of liquid retained. The correct answer is large weight of liquid retained. Water entrained by circulating air in cooling towers is termed as A. Drift, B. Blow down, C. Vapor load, D. None of these. The correct answer is drift. A. 25 cm x 25 cm x 1 cm flat sheet weighing 1.2 kg initially was dried from both sides under constant drying rate conditions. It took 1,500 seconds for the weight of the sheet to reduce to 1.05 kilograms. Another 1 mx 1 centimeter flat sheet of the same material is to be dried from one side only. Under the same constant drying rate conditions, the time required for drying in seconds from its initial weight of 19.2 kilograms to 17.6 kilograms is A 1000, B 1500, C 2000, D 2500. The correct answer is 1000. With increase in temperature, the rate of leaching increases because the A. diffusivity of solute increases, B. viscosity of solvent decreases, C. thermal conductivity of solute increases, D. none of these. The correct answer is diffusivity of solute increases. Humidity chart is useful for the solution of problems concerning condensation, vaporization, and air conditioning. At a given dry bulb temperature, value of humidity obtained from the humidity chart directly is in terms of humidity. A. molal, B. relative, C. percentage, D. none of these. The correct answer is molal. The condensation diffusivity is proportional to where T absolute temperature, AT, BT2, CT, DT4. The correct answer is T. In case of constant underflow extraction operation, the at all solute concentration, A. solids are drained to the same extent, B. ratio of the insoluble to solution is constant, C. both a B, D. neither a nor B. The correct answer is both a B. In an absorption column, the flooding velocity for random packing is that for stacked regular packing, A. greater than, B. smaller than, C. equal to, D. either A or B depends on the type of packing. The correct answer is smaller than. The relation among various mass transfer coefficients m.T.C for ideal gases is given by where Kc Km are mtc for equimolar counter diffusion with concentration mole fraction respectively as the driving force, and Kp mtc for diffusion of a gas through a stagnant inert gas with pressure as driving force. A. Kc Kp Km, B. Kc Kp Rt Km, RTP, CK CKP, RTKM, RTP, D. none of these. The correct answer is KCKP, RTKM, RTP. With increase in temperature, the leaching rate increases because of the A. increased diffusivity, B. decreased viscosity of liquid, C. both A and B, D. neither A nor B. The correct answer is both A and B. Leaching of uranium ore and gold ore is done in A. centrifugal extractor, B. Pakuka tanks, C. Bowman extractor, D. none of these. The correct answer is Pakuka tanks. Blowdown in a cooling tower. A means discarding a small fraction of circulating water to prevent and limit the concentration of salt and impurities. B. increases the scale-forming tendencies of water. C. is undesirable. D. all ABC. The correct answer is means discarding a small fraction of circulating water to prevent and limit the concentration of salt and impurities. During constant rate period, the rate of drying decreases with the A. decrease in air temperature, B. increase in air humidity, C. both A and B, D. neither A nor B. The correct answer is both A and B. Antibiotics are best handled in A. podbialniak extractor, B. sieve tray contractor, C. rotating disc contactor, D. pulsed column extractor. The correct answer is podbialniak extractor. The fixed cost of a distillation column at minimum reflux ratio is A. Minimum, B. Infinite, C. Optimum, D. None of these. The correct answer is infinite. In a binary distillation column, if the feed contains 40 mole vapour, the Q line will have a slope of A. 1.5, B. 0.6, C. 1.5, D. 0.6. The correct answer is 1.5. Pick out the wrong statement. A. Mechanical agitation is required if the system has low interfacial tension. B. Sieve tray towers are generally used for systems having low interfacial tension. C. When Henry's law constant is very small, then the mass transfer rate is controlled by the gas film resistance. D. Taylor-Prandtl analogy for heat and mass transfer considers the transfer through both laminar and turbulent layers. The correct answer is mechanical agitation is required if the system has low interfacial tension. Acetic acid will be most economically separated from a dilute solution of acetic acid in water by A. Solvent extraction, B. Continuous distillation, C. Evaporation, D. Adsorption. The correct answer is solvent extraction. Design calculation for multiple component distillation is done by A. Ponchon-Savarit method, B. McCabe-Thiele method, C. Enthalpy concentration method, D. Tray-to-tray calculations. The correct answer is tray-to-tray calculations. To get high tray efficiency, A. Interfacial surface between liquid and gas phase should be large. B. Time of contact between the two phases should be less. C. Gas velocity should be very low. D. Liquid entrainment should be severe. The correct answer is interfacial surface between liquid and gas phase should be large. The mass transfer coefficient for a solid sphere of radius A dissolving in a large volume of quiescent liquid in which D is the diffusivity of solute is A. dA, B. D2A, C. Proportional to D, D. Dependent on the Reynolds number. The correct answer is dependent on the Reynolds number. Pick out the wrong statement. Generally, for physical adsorption, a gas of A. higher molecular weight is adsorbed in preference to a gas of low molecular weight. B. High critical temperature is adsorbed in preference to a gas of low critical temperature. C. Low volatility is adsorbed in preference to a gas of high volatility. D. None of these. The correct answer is none of these. In most of the mechanically agitated liquid extractors, baffles or horizontal compartmental plates are provided, which helps in A. reducing the axial mixing, B. increasing the rate of extraction, C. maintaining the concentration difference between the two phases, D. all ABC. The correct answer is all ABC.